Jacob Nutter. Hi, I have Courtney Saxton here, and so this is an action filed. You both have a right to, or you both can stay in small claims if you want. You do have a right to remove the case to have it held at a district court level. If you keep it in small claims, the court's power is limited. You do not have a right to a jury trial. You do not have a right to an attorney, and you do not have a right to an appeal. With that in mind, Mr. Nutter, did you want to stay in small claims?
Yes, sir.
And Courtney Saxton, what about you?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Nutter, you filed this. Is there another case pending?
Not for us. We split up and we finished in mediation with our children.
There is another case pending though, because we filed new motions for our custody case.
Yeah. So,
hold on just a minute. So there's a case pending. It's the 13th Circuit Court. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, for family court. Yes.
Okay, so that's a custody thing. Are they taking care of the property dispute? Excuse me.
It was not put in the motion that they're taking care of the property dispute. No.
Okay. So, Mr. Nutter, I have a list here of 19 items you're claiming. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Would you raise your right hand? You swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir. I do.
All right. So let's go through it real quick. This is I got a 65-inch Element Smart TV. You two lived together for 5 years. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
I took care of us.
And you have children?
Yes, sir.
And when did you buy the TV?
I bought those TVs in 2018 when we had a no contact order in place. I bought both those TVs and our bed. We had a no contact.
Hold on. All I want to know is I got two TVs. You bought them in 2018. You two were living together.
Yes, we weren't at the time because we had a no contact order. So
Yes, we were.
But then you got back together, correct?
If you look at the legal time I bought those TVs, we were not living together. There was a no contact order between us. So, no,
I need, Mr. Nutter, listen, I need you to answer my questions. That's going to make this a lot easier.
Okay.
Now, you bought these TVs in 2018.
Yes, sir.
After that time, you two lived together again. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You have how many children together?
2.
And what makes you think these TVs are still worth $400 and $300?
Because one of them is a 65-inch TV and one's a 55-inch TV. And if you do, I went and actually researched how much these TVs cost, and they're both worth a lot of money. 65-inch.
What are they? Do you have anything that says that's a resale value?
No, I do not.
Did you just pick that up? Okay. What about the king size bed of $500?
I mean, if you look at TVs or at king size beds right now, they're worth a lot more.
When did you buy that?
I bought that at the same time when I moved into this new house, split up. I bet it costed me about $1,000.
I want you to listen to my question. When did you buy the bed?
At 2018, when I bought the same TV.
When did you move out? When did you move out, finally? You two separated at some point in time for good.
Well, I bought all this stuff when we lived in Oregon in 2018, and we moved to Michigan in 2021.
Did you hear my question, Mr. Nutter? I'm thinking you're having a hard time. When did you split up?
October of 2021.
Okay, what I would ask you is quit the editorializing and the long story. We got a list of 20 items to get through, and I want to get through it, and it'll help me understand, and it won't confuse me.
Sorry, Your Honor.
So you split up in 2021. Let me ask with the first 3 items. Courtney, did you contribute to buying these at all?
I didn't contribute. No, I was pregnant with our first son.
Okay, and do you still have these items in the house?
I still have these items in the house. Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you this to make it easier. Did you want to give him back any of these things? I'm not telling you have to. I'm just saying, do you want to?
I mean, I have a few things that I can give back to him. As far as the TVs and the bed go, I did submit a text message of him stating that I could keep everything.
Okay. Is there anything you want to give back to him?
I mean, he can have his air conditioner that he submitted the receipt for. as far as the small window AC as well. Everything else was given to us as far as like birthday presents goes for our children, or I would also say given to us for like our baby shower and things like that.
What was given to you for a baby shower? Tell me that. And let me, Courtney, I need to put you under oath. You swear that these things are true to the best of your information and belief. You're going to tell the truth, correct? You swear
Correct.
to tell the truth, correct? All right. What was given to you at a baby shower?
Baby shower was given the Chico car seat, the Even Flow car seat, the Camo Kids wagon.
That's a lie.
All of our.
All right, stop here. Here we got Mr. Nutter. You're done. You're good. You're done. When I ask you a question, you can answer. If you interrupt me again, I will dismiss your case. So now unmute and tell me, am I clear? You need to unmute and tell me that.
Yes, sir.
You act up one more time, I'll dismiss your case. Ms. Saxton, thank you. So you're saying you got the caddy stroller and the Even Flow car seat, the Camo Kid wagon. What else did you get at a shower?
It's the Chico car seat, not the Chico caddy stroller. There's a car seat. Yep, the Even Flow car seat, the Camo Kids wagon. Half of all of the toddler, baby, and infant clothes was given to us from friends as far as hand-me-downs goes.
Yeah.
And half of all of the toys as well were presents, if not things that each family has bought for us for our children.
All right, I want you to stop there. So, Mr. Nutter, let me ask you this. She claims half the toys, half the clothes, and they've been gifts from family. Does that sound right?
No, that's not true. Yeah, no, it's not true.
Well, let's see here.
May I speak, Your Honor?
So I'm looking at a letter that was submitted by your attorney. It says
Yes,
the Even Flow car seat was purchased by your mother. The Chico car seat purchased by Jacob. All right. The Camo wagon purchased by mom. Sounds like that was gifts.
Your Honor, the day that we had our first child, my mom bought me the Even Flow car seat, but when we were in the hospital, our son was so little, they said we cannot put him when we leave. So I had to leave the hospital at St. Charles in Bend, Oregon, and go buy the Chico car seat at Target in Bend, Oregon, because he was too little. So it was not given to us.
Your attorney says you bought this. Your attorney says this in a letter. It says purchased by Jacob's mom.
The Even Flow was, but the Chico car seat was not. The Chico car seat was bought.
Okay, you purchased that car seat for your son?
Yes, it was not a baby shower. It's a complete lie.
And how long ago was that? How long ago was that, the Chico car seat?
I was born the day after my son was born, and he was leaving the hospital. I know it for a fact.
And how old is he now? How old is he now?
3 years old on the 21st of September.
I'm sorry, you broke up. How old is he?
He is going to be 3 years old on the 21st of September.
Okay, so has he outgrown this car seat?
He has, but my youngest son still can sit in that car seat. He's only 1 year old.
And so Courtney would be using that for your youngest son when she has the custody, correct?
Yes, but she did not purchase this item, and it is not in hers. There's no alimony, and there's no conjoinment of the assets. I mean, it's.
May I say something?
Sure.
So, when we do drop-offs for our children, Jacob actually has a car seat for our youngest child that is the same Chico car seat.
Is that true, Jacob?
Yes, which I borrowed. I have been borrowing many things because I've been waiting for my day in court because I don't believe it's right. She kept all of my belongings. So yes, it is. She is correct.
So, and then what adventure books? What's that?
So when me and Courtney got back together, I spent $150, which I have receipts for, of these adventure books. And when I moved out, Courtney picked and chose what she left on the front porch. And they're kind of interesting books. They're for couples. And she left me one of them, and she kept the two other ones and told me she gave them back. But
they're not for children. Is that what you're telling me?
They are definitely not for children, no.
Okay. All right. All right. I want to know that. You have a suede green couch. What's that about?
So one of my witnesses, he's actually our old landlord from Oregon. He sold me all of our pots, pans, our plates, everything in that house. He sold me this green suede couch that was still in the house, left it for us since there was not a lot of belongings there, and I didn't have a ton of stuff. And I do not know if Courtney still has that or not. There are a few things that I do not know if she still has my
Courtney,
belongings.
do you have the couch still?
The green suede couch was broken when we moved from Oregon to Michigan, so it is no longer here.
And
No.
why would we have brought it?
Okay, you don't have it. Hey,
May
and
I
how old
also-
is that? How old is, hold on. Jacob, how old was that couch when you first got it?
Maybe a couple years old, but it was in good condition.
And so this is 7 years later.
It's still a
What
couch.
about the pots and pans? Courtney, do you have pots and pans?
I do have pots and pans. So actually, I purchased them while Jacob was in jail through our landlord's son at the time. I am the one that purchased them
With
for
whose money?
$200.
With whose money?
Okay.
With whose money?
Hey, Mr. Nutter, you have a hard time hearing, evidently. Don't interrupt me again.
Sorry.
She has never interrupted you in your testimony.
I'm watching a video.
Stop.
Yes, sir.
Now. What about the MacBook Air? Tell me about that.
I purchased that. Courtney was living in Michigan. I had a court case filed against her in Oregon for taking my child without my knowing, and I bought a MacBook Air, and she said she was going to come back. So I purchased this MacBook, and I said she could use it for college. And if we ever split up, then I wanted it back. And that's the end of that.
Courtney, do you have the MacBook Air?
I have the MacBook Air. I also submitted a text message that he told me it was a gift for starting school. Yes.
So he gets the air conditioners. What about the roof rack? Mr. Nutter, what's that?
That is
Yeah,
my, I
right.
should have a witness waiting in the waiting room. It's Courtney's next door neighbor, parents' next door neighbors of 20 years who has witnessed all of this. Can I go back to something else here?
No, I just want you to tell me about the roof rack. How do we know it's worth $200?
Because if you look at Yakima roof racks right now, they're worth like 500. My attorneys told me to just lowball all of the items that I have. So I gave garage sale estimates on all of my belongings.
Courtney, what do you say about it?
He can have the roof rack back if he wants it. That's fine. The air conditioners and the roof
Okay.
rack is totally acceptable for me.
So he gets the roof rack, air conditioners.
May I also state something else?
Sure.
The last time that we split, we had a police officer at the house with us for all of the belongings, and he was also there when Jacob said that he didn't need anything else.
What about the leather couch? Let me ask you that.
Your Honor,
Okay.
may I speak?
Well, hold on, Mr. Nutter, hold on. Let me ask, I'm sorry, I'm asking Courtney about it. She has the leather couch.
I do have the leather couch. It was given to us when we were still living in Oregon when I was pregnant with my first son by his mom, Tanya Nutter, as a hand-me-down gift because they had received new furniture.
Okay. How old is that couch?
I would say it's at least 10 years old.
Mr. Nutter, what do you say about the couch?
Courtney would not know that because she's only known me for 5 years and it's probably 6 years old. My mother got new couches. May I say something now? Can I have it?
Yeah, I know, I want to ask you, I'm asking about the leather couch. Your mom
Yeah,
gave it to you?
it's, as I said, it was probably 6 years old, 7 years old.
Okay. What else did you want to tell me about?
Your Honor, so when me and Courtney split up, so as for the police thing, I'm the one who called the police because Courtney.
I'm not going to go there. In fact, you guys have had a tumultuous relationship. That I understand. I'm just
I know
trying to
she got us. I'm
resolve
sorry,
this.
she just got to bring it up, so I wanted to say my piece with it. But
No,
anyway,
you don't have to. You don't have to reply to everything.
okay. When it comes to my bed that I purchased and bought, Courtney, the day we split up for the second time after we got back together, I said, "Hey, I want my bed back," and she said, "You know what? This is not actually your bed you've been sleeping in. Your bed is at my parents', which her parents have 3 extra beds at her home." And she told me my bed was sitting there, so I was wondering why she's being vindictive and not giving me my bed back.
Courtney, what's up with the king size bed?
I have it at my house. That
And
is.
you've been using it? Did you two use it together?
Yes, it's been something that
It's your
we've
bed?
used since I was purchased. It was purchased for the both of us when I found out I was
Okay.
pregnant with our first son.
Yeah. Yeah. See, so I think you all have to view this from my perspective. When I look at you two, a relationship, you bought things together. You didn't buy things thinking, this is mine. I'm not giving it to anybody else. But what I have here, though, is Courtney says, listen, the roof rack, the AC units are definitely going back. So when can he pick those up, Courtney?
He can pick them up whenever he wants to. I can also bring them to him too. That's fine.
Okay, you can do that within the next week?
I can do that within the next week, Your Honor, yes.
All right. So, and then we have, with regard to the TVs, there are 2 TVs, and you should give him one. Which one you should get the 65 incher. Would that be fair?
That's fair.
You're going to give him that.
I can give him that, yes.
Okay.
Your
King
Honor,
size bet, I'm going to rule Courtney. I'm not going to say that she stole it from you or that you owes you any money for that. I'm not going to get involved in a coffee table. The MacBook Air is something that sounds like it was his, and he wants that.
It was not his. It was a gift for myself for me to start school. And like I said, I submitted a text message for him stating that he bought it directly for me.
Let me see where that's at. I'm trying to.
I was never given any information. The court said
Hold on just a minute. Hold on. Courtney, I want to know where's the text at that says.
I submitted I submitted them to Sheila. They should be in our case.
I'm looking at some text right now. I got a picture of a computer.
That's what it states right there, that he purchased it as a gift for myself. I have been.
I'm trying to. I need you to hold on. I'm trying to find that. I don't see.
Your Honor, may I speak?
Mr. Nutter, just be quiet.
All right.
Courtney, I'm trying to figure out where's this text that says you get.
I can go to Sheila right now and get them. I submitted them.
Are you at the courthouse?
I work at the courthouse. I can give them to you.
Oh, I had no idea. All right. I'm a visiting judge. I had no idea.
Yeah, I'm literally right next door to you in your jury room.
Let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, I would like to see that. If he said it, I'd like to see it. Go get it. Okay?
I gave it to Sheila. I can go and get it if you just would give me a
Hold on
moment.
1 minute. Go ahead. Jacob, go ahead and say something.
Your Honor, as it states, when you have a court case, you have to provide emailed or sent USPS mail 3 days ahead for email and 5 days ahead for USPS mail. I provided Courtney with all of my evidence, all this stuff. I never received anything from her. It says you must do this. And with Courtney working at the courthouse, I think she needs to be held accountable for this also. And I believe that.
Okay, well then, so she says, listen, she says, your text said you told her she gets the computer.
Well, I don't see it. I didn't have one.
Okay, that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
No, and if it did, I mean, I filed.
Well, then we're going to find out. Courtney, go see if you have it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, Mr. Nutter, I'll put you in the waiting room. We're going to wait till she gets back. Jacob, I just took care of another case, but I have Courtney has walked in the courtroom. Courtney, you have a text you want to show me?
I do, yes.
Come on, bring it up here. Let me see what I got. Let's see. I have a text that says, where does it say in here that the computer?
Right here.
You handed me
This one states that I can keep the TVs and the mattress and everything else.
It says I have $9,000 of the money you and I brought back from Oregon. That's mine. Already texted your mom about it. Don't attempt to steal that.
If you switch to the next page.
Oh, that's what I'm asking you.
Sorry, yeah,
Show
it
me.
states right here.
You can have the TVs, the bed and stuff, but you won't be taking my money. Oh.
And then the next one is the one about the laptop. It says for your schooling, you're gonna need this.
And that's from him with a heart.
Give it to you.
And then the next page, if you go over, it says you deserve it.
Yeah, it
as a
does.
gift.
It does say that, Mr. Nutter. Yeah,
Would you like me to go back to my?
please do.
Okay.
If you go, and you can leave these here.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was never given those text messages as they stated I was supposed to get my.
All right, and I understand it, but I've looked at them. You know, they
It still said you must do that, so it's a court rule.
I appreciate that. All right, and I'm waiving that. All right, so I have Courtney back. I appreciate everybody's time in this, and again, I'm going to reiterate that this is a situation where it's not crystal clear all the time. That they're simply couples do things together, and they give things to each other during the course of a marriage. And in this case, they're not during the course of a relationship. And in this case, you had children together and people were giving you gifts, including Mr. Nutter's mother. So Mr. Nutter is entitled to, based on the proofs, the 65-inch TV, the roof racks, the AC units, the Chico car seat, and the adventure books. I'm giving the Mac, I'm going to let, based on the text I've seen, Courtney keep the Mac and everything else. The other things were donated, but were given by people, or they're too old. They don't have value.
They were not
Dishes,
given by
pots,
her
pans,
family.
silverware,
They were given by
$80.
my family and friends.
So,
It's not
no.
okay.
And your family and friends gave them to her. She has them.
No, they did
That's the
not. We lived
ruling
in
of the court.
Oregon. We lived in
So
Oregon.
What we have then,
I'm getting screwed on
we
that.
put a 65-inch TV, put a $400 value on it.
Your Honor, she is getting away with robbery with this. This is not
Mr.
okay.
Nutter, I just need you to be quiet. I really do. 400. Courtney, are you going to take that property to him?
He can come and pick it up at my place of residence. He does know where I live. May I also say
When
something?
can that happen?
Whenever he has time. I'm off work most days.
All right, Mr. Nutter, you can unmute. Oh, Mr. Nutter, you have to unmute. I can't hear you.
I have nothing to say. Her family bought
Do you
none of
want
that.
to,
It was all my family.
do you want to pick up the property from her?
I guess I have no choice. I'm getting a quarter of my
Okay.
belongings back. I don't have a choice.
There we go.
She also
Okay.
works in this courthouse.
So when do you want to pick them up? When do you want to pick them up?
By the end of the month. Does that work? So can I ask you a question, Your Honor? Can I appeal
Courtney,
this?
does that work?
The end of the month is fine. He can just notify me when he'd like
Okay.
to come by and pick them up.
I feel ignored. Can I ask you a question, Your Honor?
What do you want to ask?
We lived in Oregon. Her family bought none of those things. Why does she get more than I do? It makes no
I
sense.
think I just ruled that people have given you those, you've given things just because her family didn't buy it. Your family did. There's children. They've been in the house where she lives at for several years. The court's ruling against you. I know you don't like it, but that's the court's ruling. And then I will indicate you need to get those things from Miss Saxton. You all give me a date and time. When's this pickup going to happen? Because you don't get along on anything. So when's the
Why
date and
don't
time you're
we-
going to pick things up?
Why don't we do our child's? Oh,
My assets? She has no proof of these assets. Why am I getting screwed here?
Mr. Nutter, when do you want to pick up what you have? If you continue arguing with the court, I'm just going to dismiss your case and you get nothing.
28th of September. Does that work?
Does that work for you, Miss Saxton?
I'm sorry, he cut out. Did he say the 28th of September?
Is that it, Mr. Nutter, the 28th?
Yeah. And can I be reiterated what stuff I do get back? I didn't hear.
So we have the roof rack, the 2 AC units, the 65-inch TV, the Chico car seat, and the adventure books.
What about the couch from my mother that's not from her? Why?
No, come on, I'm not going to argue this again.
She's
No,
sitting-
you just asked me what you get, that's what you get.
She's sitting in the
You're
waiting
gonna
room.
pick them up on the 28th? Mr. Nutter, I'm not going to warn you again.
She's
Are you going to
testifying.
pick these up on the 28th?
Okay, I'm gonna have to appeal this. So okay, yes,
Are
28th.
you going to pick them? You waived your right to appeal when you stayed in small claims. So are you going to pick them up on the 28th or aren't you?
I guess I am, but this is an
Okay,
unjust.
what time? What time on the 28th?
1 p.m.
Courtney, that work for you?
I don't have my, what day is the 28th? I'm sorry.
Today's the 14th, so it's a Wednesday.
Okay, I work at the courthouse until 4 o'clock, so it would have to be after 4
Okay.
o'clock for me.
So how about 5 o'clock on the 28th?
That sounds great. That works for me.
I guide that day, so I'm a fishing guide, so I guide the evenings too. So
Are you going to be there at 5 o'clock to pick things up or no?
I just said no, that won't work for me.
Okay, well then, I don't know what to tell you. Why won't it work for you at 5 o'clock on the 28th?
In the evening times, why does she get everything? This is really getting frustrating.
All right, Mr. Nutter, you're all done. I'm sorry. Ms. Saxon, I'm going to put a value on the things that you owe him, and that's what the judgment will indicate, because he doesn't want to come and get his property.
I just said
So
I
you're
would.
gonna have to pay, you're gonna have to pay a judgment.
Okay,
And let's talk about the rule of law, so the 60, yeah, he's indicating the 65-inch TV, he thought it's worth 400. I'll put a $300 value on that. The AC units, I don't know where he got his value at.
$100 on my receipt right there.
Uh,
So if I-
100. Ms. Saxon, go ahead.
If I return the AC unit as it is, do I still pay the judgment on it?
Well, I just need you two to agree on it. That's all.
I said
Yeah,
I would return.
I think it'd be pretty simple here that, yeah, you don't like the court's ruling, but here's a chance to get all your property. If you're not gonna get the property, then I gotta put a value on it.
I will get my property. I have no problem with that, but I have a lot of property there with witnesses sitting in the waiting
So
room.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to rule that the property that I ordered returned is worth, let's see, $300, $400, $500, $700, $800. So if you don't return the property, you're gonna have to pay the $800, man.
Okay.
We're all set. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Judge. I appreciate it.